Welcome to the podcast where glitter meets gospel, conspiracies meet therapy, and your group chat finally got microphones. I'm Melissa, aka Main Character, and I'm joined by Dr. Jess and the Holy Healer Jack.
Whether you're here for the dating tea, business downloads, or just a 15-minute escape into friendship and chaos, you found your people.
Let's get into it! Oh, we're live. Hi, guys. So let's get right into it. I don't know why it's like this. It's slippery, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how to get the non-slippery.
I can't-
So we're into deodorant these days. This has nothing to do with anything we were going to talk about, but I think it is important to talk about natural deodorant because of aluminum and all the other
I
stuff
like it
and
funny
breast
that
cancer.
this is the topic you're bringing to the table. Me and Jess bring all these, and you are bringing
Deodorant. We are not yet sponsored by Dr. Squatch, and we don't know if we want a sponsorship by Dr. Squatch. I'm 2 days deep. People have recommended it. But I'm telling you right now, and this is terrible, and I mean, God help me. I can't do BO, so if it's, like, I use Axe. Not awesome. Okay, I know that. I've used Axe for a long time. Before that, I use Old Spice. I do men's deodorant. I don't like flowery. It makes me nauseous. It smells like a baby's bottom. Like a diaper, like an actual diaper.
Okay.
No, you know, the diaper, like a diaper has a smell to it. A clean diaper, right?
It's kind of like the trash bags when I can't do the scented trash bags. It gives me like a weird
Everybody's got their thing. So for me, it's deodorant. It's natural deodorants. I can't do it. I cannot do what people smell, and they hug me, and then they're like, "Oh, I'm natural," and I'm really happy for them, and I know people have things.
Like,
and
I
breast
know you're
cancer.
natural. I can smell.
Yeah, and I'm not trying. Like, and breast cancer is a huge concern, but it's stressful. It is stressful to find a natural deodorant that doesn't make you smell. So I'm on day 2, and Brian said I had to bring it with me.
Chlorophyll, and that keeps you from
I did. I had my chlorophyll, but I forgot about them. I gotta reorder those.
Problem with chlorophyll, you need to order that, is it makes your teeth yellow, so you gotta get the
Oh,
capsules.
I just do the capsules. Oh, I've never did the drink.
I like
good
the way it tastes.
I did like the way it tasted.
I love it.
I-
the
I-
greener,
the way
the
it
better.
tastes.
The green, yes. Okay, so if you guys have a natural deodorant that you use, please tell
That
us.
works.
That
That
works.
works.
Please don't give me your suggestions just because you sell it and you're going to make money off it. If it works, I mean, I want to sponsor
Do
you.
you
But
think also because many people are like, oh, you have to wear it consistently for this amount of time and then it's good. And I tried that; it never worked. Do you think like they get used to their own smell at that point, and then they're I throw in the towel and comfortable with it? Which more power to you? I just can't do it. I have like such a sensitivity that the second I get a hint of that
I feel
little,
like that's kind of making me itchy.
No, I didn't get itchy, but I don't feel like it doesn't absorb anything.
No,
like I'm
just-
sweating.
I feel like I added more sweat to my
see,
armpit.
water,
with that
soy,
little-
Because I don't know if you have to dry it with a
wet. I
fan.
don't like
It's
the
wet.
wet.
I don't
It's
like
got
it
the
wet.
I like the
gel
dry.
from
Do you have a dry? But you smell
I
sometimes.
know.
I know.
So it doesn't really work.
And
No,
there's
it's
a
like
lot of
have a dry
silica
one.
in this.
But it
That's
doesn't
probably
work.
why.
Can't we
Yeah,
just
you got
put
a lot of.
powder and baking soda in there?
We need
We
need a.
should try that. Yeah, is there like I will do a 2-step method like that? That's fine.
I know
Yeah.
because I got it to
Powder and
obviously
baking
Sunday.
soda really does a lot of good for everything. I stick that all in my hair when
Let's
I
look it up. Can we
need
put?
dry
I mean,
shampoo.
but then what do we get? We could do like like in the olden days, a little puff pad, and they would do their face. We could do it for our armpits. Do a little thing that you keep with you, and just pop. You know.
works. Yeah.
Well, if it
Yeah,
works, we got to
I mean,
find
let's
something
make
that
sure it
works.
works,
But we just make it look
yeah.
pretty and then sell it for more money. We're gonna be rich.
And now we said it to all of our people.
Okay, well, when Dr.
Listen.
Squatch or a better one wants to sponsor us,
Sneaky.
let's
All right,
roll
we're
into
gonna-
a thing.
we're
Get
gonna
on
talk
topic.
about
Get on topic.
Project Fishbowl.
Oh yeah.
Has anybody
Oh.
heard of Project Fishbowl?
Yeah, well, but enlighten us.
Tracy, how do we
Just
get
from you.
talking?
Unmuting him.
This one,
Okay.
he's here now.
I couldn't tell you what it's. I've heard the term, but I can't remember what it was about.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yep.
Should I mute this?
I like how
Sure.
she's in control. Yeah.
Look at her face.
DJ
The
at
joy.
one time this
The joy.
weekend, and now she's pressing buttons.
This here next time too. Okay, so in 1962, there was this.
Which also, that is the Cold War era
Yes,
that we
a lot
keep
of
coming
things
back
happened
to.
during this time period. Well, the CIA started this project called Project Fishbowl, and they said it was to launch high altitude test, detonating bombs like 250 miles above Earth, and they said it was to study the radiation and the missile defense. That was the whole motive of this. But some believe something else, and that the government was trying to break the dome. I know Tracy's gonna love this one. The footage shows strange lights, and some say it hit something solid, glowing dome in the sky. And later after this happened, the U.S. and the Soviet Union signed this outer space treaty, which you guys could look up if you wanted later. But I do have a Bible verse for you to look up.
Oh, I'm in. You know I'm in. I got
Yeah.
my Bible verse.
And I can't even read my writing on some of these notes, but it was basically they were practicing these nuclear weapons in space, is what they were saying this Project Fishbowl was. But some say they did.
So basically, they hit the firmament or whatever.
Yeah. So look up Genesis 1:6.
Oh, I got you. Hold on. I knew this was coming.
Yeah,
while you're doing that, I will say that
you go ahead.
There was an episode at season 24, episode 6 in Simpsons where they were playing baseball and it shattered the dome. Also, I think.
Okay, here we are.
Okay, go ahead.
Then God said, "Let there be an expanse between the waters, separating the water from water."
That's why the sky is blue, guys.
So, and this is a cause you will go to die on. This is a mountain. What is that? You go to a mountain to die on it or something?
Yeah,
mountain you will die on top of.
The hill, there we go. I'm so bad at all those things. I butcher them every time.
It's
But
fantastic.
this kind of leads into that thing I sent you with that text where it said put in ChatGPT, that Bible verse.
Oh,
What
yeah,
was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
I want us all to do this. People
Yeah.
at home, if you
People
have
at
the
home.
ChatGPT.
What did it
We're on the
say?
It's in
road.
the group text that I sent you, and it basically says.
Well, we need to say it out loud so they can
I'm
do
gonna
it.
show
She's
you,
gonna find
or
it
you can
because I
find
don't
it.
remember
Right here.
which text.
Okay, so using every single verse in the Bible about the earth and the world, make an image. So this is what you would put into ChatGPT, these exact verbiage. Using every single verse in the Bible about the earth and the world, make me an image using only those verses, no outside influences, not modern science-based. Build what the Bible says without using any other kind of influences. Again, I want you to build a model/map of the earth based only on what the Bible says.
So-
and then everybody did this, apparently.
But
on
my
this
problem
post.
is they're putting it into chat. ChatGPT creates one image and then it just hears it and repeats it and repeats it and repeats it. No,
It does not. So
No,
if
there's
you were to
different
put this
This
in,
is my question.
so if you were to copy this
I just
and
did.
you were to do it again, you would get a different image. And you were to do it again,
We'll see.
you would get a different image.
Well,
I'm doing it right
If
now.
you look at this post where I found this on Facebook, there's multiple different
Of the
types
same
of
image.
No, they're different. They're
Oh.
all
They're
a
probably
flat dome
similar-ish.
thing, but
Yeah.
they're all different. It's not. They're not identical.
Yes, Tracy. We'll get you back.
What I'm sorry, I got distracted by
touched her
something.
button. I
What are you talking about, ChatGPT and the image thing? What was that? What were you talking about? 'Cause I
Okay,
use
so
it
if
for
you
every-
go to ChatGPT and you put in the specific verbiage that I just read out loud,
Okay.
it will spit out this flat Earth image like this.
Let me bring us back to Julia's
Oh.
books.
And
She
on
talks
this
about the
Facebook
water
post,
under-
everybody
She should
attempted
sponsor our
this
episode.
exercise,
Julia
and they all
Gibbs.
got a very similar image. They were all very different colors and things like that. It wasn't the same, but
Right.
look, she just got it.
The vision I just had from in my therapy, we walked through inner healing and freedom ministers, and we were like literally doing a vision. I just no, I'm not joking.
Self-trust again.
That gets spit out when you put in
Oh
that
my
verbiage.
gosh, I'm gonna have this.
You just say
I
it
will
only
tell
So
you.
what is? I don't understand. So what's the conspiracy of that?
Flat Earth?
Because people believe we're spinning around on a ball. in
Yes,
this abyss.
but tell them why this is. Because I asked you this morning.
I don't know.
It was about God. It was about if they think we are flat Earth.
Oh, so I guess some people are like, who cares if it's flat? Who cares if it's round? What does it matter? Like, why are we even talking about it? And the idea behind that is because if you are told that you basically are just on this ball that's spinning around versus you are actually under and being held by the God who created everything,
of heavens,
who's looking
yeah.
down on you, you can't leave this space. Like, how are we here? We were put here. We're being watched, clearly. You have a gift or a mission, or you were created for a reason.
And you would
There's
behave differently.
you'll behave differently, you'll live differently knowing that you have this
Yes.
purpose versus you were just accidentally created by a monkey maybe and you're spinning around a globe and
I
there's
like
no
the
God watching you.
this one, and this is kind of obvious when you think about it. The evolution part of it is like, well, then why are there still monkeys? If
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the simplest
the
question. It
idea
gets
of
me
why
every
this
time.
is
Why
a-
are they still there if we evolved
Yeah.
from them?
And the idea of why
Exactly.
this is
Swerve,
important
yeah.
is because it would create people to have more self-love and love for God and others,
Yes.
knowing that we were all here
Makes
and
sense.
being watched by God.
So
Just like and people always say we don't have an answer for why the sky is blue. If you ask like why is the sky blue, there's really no
why is
answer.
the sky blue if it's
They
black
don't
up
have-
there?
They don't have an answer.
I did always wonder that. Like,
because the waters
there's,
are above.
there's science to that. The reflect,
Yeah,
it's
there
coming
is.
through the atmosphere and.
Did
Yeah.
you ever do that in school? They had an experiment where you did that and it
I
helped you create
disregarded
the light. Okay, well this might be something you want to learn then.
I will say, so
This is lies. I
You know
will
what?
not learn it.
I recently got this systematic theology study for adults and for kids. So explaining, because my kids are asking a lot of really good questions as teenagers about God. And so going through it, it's really neat because it's having you like, okay, the Big Bang. If people believe in science and they believe in the Big Bang, well, there is science to back up that everything was created from something. So what created the Big Bang, right? And then it also says that God is the ultimate messenger. Well, in our DNA, there is, I don't know how many billions of messages written in our DNA, and the messages had to come from somewhere. And so if you believe in the science, then you have to believe that it came from somewhere, because science proves that everything doesn't come from nothing, it comes from something. So even the Big Bang came from something. And so we're just at the tip of the iceberg with this, and it's such a cool study. I actually should share it with you. It was I just got it and I was like, oh my gosh. Wild to see it's all backed up. And then there was it's like something to the something power that our Earth is exactly the way it needs, like the gravity, all of it. It's like to this ridiculous power. If one of those things was out of place,
the sun slightly closer,
we wouldn't
slightly
exist.
further
And
away.
it's like, well, that's science saying that we wouldn't be here. So what had that? Like, what has the power? And so if you go to the Bible and you read, it's truthfully so fascinating when you pull it all together. And the biggest scientists, or the most intense scientists, when they dig deeper into science, they actually come to their faith because they realize there's nothing else.
I've read a lot of that lately.
I've heard of that too.
And it's so cool.
But that's just to go back to like the CIA and the Project Fishbowl. That's what some say that they were
I have to tell you about my vision.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I didn't. No, we got off. No, because this is really wild.
She is chatty.
I know we go on tangents, but this was. I just saw it, and it's like, so I've explained this vision to a few people. So God has me in the season of rest, which I actually had to ask my therapist, how is rest?
I don't think
this is rest.
Oh, 100%. I've
thought
put it down. I've talked to my therapist. I am resting.
Your therapist,
all-knowing therapist. So that's the
therapist.
Social media. Does she go to events
So,
with you?
but way different than what I was doing in the past, which, I mean, I was getting up at the crack of dawn. I was checking all the blocks and getting into all of my books and this and that, and I was just not
rest from like not over knowledging, but I get what you're saying.
Just like do like, so it's a different, you know me, I do a lot of things, but it's just even taking on new clients. March, I didn't even open up any spots. If a client fell off, which they didn't, but still,
my ChatGPT has gone deep.
So this dome image, when we went into the prayer, we went into the vision. She's like, okay, I want you to just go into prayer and ask God what he wants to show you. And I said, okay. So I ended up in this library, this circular library, because I'm obsessed with books, obviously, and obsessed with libraries and anything like that. And I'm in there, and there's no doors, but there's these giant bookshelves. And then there's Jesus up on the ladder, and he's chucking books. And I'm laughing. I said, I'm sorry, this vision has gone rogue. Like, I don't know. Jesus is throwing books around. Like, I'm looking at something funny. She's like, okay, I want you to climb up the ladder, because I look up and I see this dome and I see a sun and a moon, and she goes, I want you to climb up the ladder and see, what Jesus wants from you. And so I go up, and at the top there's 2 beds, and one is under the day and one under the night, but the dome was like literally this dome that ChatGPT just brought up. And that's why I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know if he's trying to show me something different with it, but he's like, I want you to rest in the day and I want you to rest in the night. And there were 2 beds there. And so I tried to grab a book, and Jesus said, no, you're, because I reached down to grab the book, and he said, no, you just need to rest. Like, stop getting up early to check the block. Like, your body needs physical rest. And so I have been sleeping in every day till 7.
Great.
7.
That's what I do.
Half my day's gone.
7:30 is really ideal.
It's really
for
not
me.
that dramatic.
Stressed, but I've been doing it for 6 weeks now.
Well, you have more energy, clearly.
I feel
like
better.
That's why I feel like you're not resting.
My footsteps all
I know, but I like to get up early, because then I go to bed early too. Where am I going to do all the extra work?
I go to bed late.
I can't. I got to rest.
You got to rest.
Anyway, so that's the exact image, which I haven't seen. He showed me it.
Okay.
So I was just saying, maybe there's something tied to that with this image and this vision. Anyways, back here, chat. What do you got over there, Tracy? Did you do it?
No.
What are you playing, Snake? Tracy's playing Snake right now. Yeah. I wish I had my camera out.
I got to do my daily LinkedIn little games.
So Tracy, meanwhile, we're podcasting. I'm zooming in. Tracy's playing Snake.
You delayed me by at least 10 seconds. I needed 21 seconds. I would probably done
We would have hit the goal.
We're all very busy today. We all got stuff going on.
So back to
CIA. It actually leads into, since we just ChatGPT'd that, into this issue that I've seen a lot of. I don't know if you've heard of how people are getting very upset about the water resource, and how they are claiming that we will run out of water by 2030 because of the AI what are they? Not the
consumption.
Stations,
They like
data,
Cooling.
the data centers and things like that. And so, have you guys seen any of that?
Just from you, I didn't know about it, and then you guys shared it, and I got a little frightened.
I think this has to do with also. I'm going to relate it to two different things. We don't know what the technology is. We already know. I mean, a lot of the Middle Eastern countries have been talking about them, obviously recently because of Iran. All have salination plants. So there's an abundance amount of water. AI is going to actually probably make that technology even better to be able to offset what they're saying. The cool.
So I have arguments for both sides. I have a few facts too. So what they reported is that AI will use hundred of thousands of water a day, and the centers in the U.S. will consume up to 1.1 billion cubic meters of water every year by 2030. 1 gallon of water is wasted in 5 minutes. Is what.
So where's the water going?
Because it's cooling the servers.
It's cooling it down.
But isn't it still there?
It evaporates.
Yes,
it evaporates.
Yes. So that's what
the water cycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's I'm
like,
that's what the other argument is. That they're saying that to make a cheeseburger, I'll get back
I don't
to
believe
this
one.
Well, there's also the timing of it, because yes, it does do that, but it's going to take it time to
takes it time to do that
and come
so
down.
A 100-word prompt in ChatGPT. If you put a 100-word prompt,
what if there's some
so much
the technology goes away and then we've now
no, but so say the evaporation timeline, right? It does take time to evaporate, whatever. But say there's so much, and then we just have major floods from it. This is where my brain.
There is a reason 2/3 of the Earth is covered by water. Just into that.
I'm just saying.
Gerald the dolphin.
Gerald,
get
Gerald on the line.
Knows.
100
We just go stand at the beach.
How much do you think a 100-word prompt is estimated to consume?
Well, let's see. 100-word is probably. I mean, is that close to the gallon or the 5 minutes?
It says about 519 milliliters, generating a single image, which
we just all did. We all did it here.
With AI, can consume between 2 to 5 liters for.
I don't know.
A server to cool. Yeah. AI data centers 46 million per day used for cooling services to the centers to cool it. That's a lot. 46 million per day. Some say that AI data centers have caused enormous damage to one of the largest freshwater resources in the U.S., which is the Great Lakes.
Okay.
The opposite of this argument, which I found interesting, and I'm kind of leaning towards that, is if you were to compare 1,000 ChatGPT queries.
Yeah.
Queries? I never
Queries.
say it right.
Queries.
Yeah.
That's 10 liters of water. One cheeseburger is 200 liters of water.
Oh, okay, well there we are.
So
burgers are the problem.
Burgers are the problem. Yeah. Or asking one ChatGPT question with 100 words. I think I already said that. 519 milliliters of water is versus producing 1 liter of cow's milk uses over 1,000 liters of water.
How are they using? Because is it diluting it, or
I
what
guess
is that?
That's a good question. Or maybe the facility that does it.
What are they? They're calculating the cow drinking the water, going through its entire bodily system, and then spits out 1 liter. It's drinking 200 liters of water. That's the only way. How do you figure that out?
But they say a lot of this. Like, I don't know if you saw what's going on in Texas, Corpus Christi. Did you guys hear about that?
No.
What's going huge. Like, they're saying that the Texan people can't shower as much or use their water. They're facing this critical water shortage, and they say by 2030 it's going to be even worse, and they're blaming a lot of it on the AI centers there. But if you look up Corpus Christi in Texas, there's a huge water shortage, and some are saying it's all because of the AI centers. You don't see that on the news.
I didn't know there was a bunch of AI centers, but that just makes sense that they should not build them in areas. They need to be building them up in Michigan where there's a lot of lakes, a lot of natural water, snow, and
So if you look up Corpus Christi, Texas, water shortage.
Years of drought.
Yeah, building them in Arizona and stuff where it's hot and you need the extra AC to cool them down.
But I did look up something back in 1950s. They had the same issue. So why would you?
Well, the thing is with the dryness, it's less corrosion and all that on the equipment. So it's you got to find the happy medium or get the water there somehow.
So those are my seeds I've dropped for you guys. I don't have anything else.
Things are growing inside of me.
All right. I mean, there is a water crisis. That was confirmed. Just looked it up. Yeah, they've been in crisis for a while. That is fascinating. It's just there's always something that comes from something, just like we talked about. So it's
a consequence.
yeah, there's always a consequence to an action.
But it goes through the cycles, though, like it's the weather cycles, right? In the global, it's going through these cycles. And right now, Corpus Christi, for all we know, next year it might rain, and they're in 6 feet of water.
Yeah,
it's just
true.
Yeah, true.
Because I guarantee you, if you look up the last time it flooded in Corpus Christi, it probably was within the last decade.
Well,
Hold on, let's just
that's
find
just
out.
my guess.
Last time
He's getting back to his snake.
Corpus, he's playing Snake again. Corpus
I will-
Christi flooded. Okay, Tracy. Spring 2016. 10 years ago.
Okay.
1 decade ago. Exactly.
You may continue with Snake.
All right. Go ahead with your snake game, Tracy. We need someone to keep us just, he's a little wiser than us. It's okay.
It's okay.
Well, I got this.
He's had a little more time on the earth.
I watched this a short reel the other day, and this, I think this goes to people not taking a few moments to do what we just did.
Yeah.
It was a lady was forwarding a meme of this probably college kid, maybe senior in high school, and he was saying that white Americans were exporting black Americans out of urban centers to rural areas, and then counting them in the population of the rural areas, which was mostly white, so that they would get more representation. So I went and I said, well, how many federal prisons are there? And then the first thing that popped up, and I didn't read how many, there's only 140,000 people altogether in the United States in federal prison.
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Most of them are actually Hispanic, not black. But obviously there's a percentage of black and white and everything else. So
Yeah.
people were tagging on to this, like,
Instead of just going and digging.
Instead of looking and asking a question.
That's what gets me.
that one federal prison is not moving the needle on
Right.
representation.
Yeah, and that's why I like doing this on the show. Is like I love the topics we have, but like let's just take a minute, let's look it up because
Live debunking.
live debunking.
Conspiracies.
And I will say, if you guys have realized, our podcast has shifted. We are just conspiracy
heavy.
theorists.
Yeah.
It is, but it's just talking about topics that we want to know
It's
about.
life heavy, really.
Life
Yeah,
heavy.
It's life.
It's life.
Yeah, this
I
is
mean,
life.
we were made on purpose with a purpose.
Feral but forgiven.
Yeah. You forgot.
I already forgot.
Bigger, small,
she
sells
sells
I'm
it all.
fasting this morning. It's hitting me.
Do you want a bar?
No, I have to make it
Okay.
to 12.
Well,
12.
we're gonna.
All right, this is
that.
it.
She's
You
gotta
know,
get to 12.
We have so many things to talk about.
Jack
You just
has
got to
to
join
do
next
her-
time.
yeah.
I got to go to the market today.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
Next
it's been
time.
great.
We'll see you
talk about
next
the market.
time.
Maybe,
We'll talk. Maybe not. Maybe.
Probably
I
not.
love the
We'll forget.
market.
Okay. Goodbye.
We're BFFs with a curious streak, Bible in one hand, our pink on fleek. Whoa, BFF. We build and bless, hard work, Holy Spirit, and a little finesse. Whoa, BFF. Real talk, no stress, lab.